What? Walmart exclusive? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I literally just got this in through the mail, and that is the Walmart exclusive Playmate Toys Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 35 years of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, as you can see, this is the kind of like a black and white exclusive, just like how the Turtles started out back in the day when they were just a comic. You know, the creator of, you know, Kevin Eastman used to just draw them out in black and white, and the only thing that these guys had was that red bandana. And so the only way to extinguish between the turtles was just their weapons. And as you can see, this box is beautiful. It's got all kinds of like all the art of the past generations of, you know, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, from, you know, the comics going on to the show, and then newer shows and kind of like the revamps of the show. So this is pretty neat. I really love the style of this box. It's really got that comic feel to it. And what's also kind of cool about this is not only is kind of like, you know, an exclusive and it's black and white, but there's an exclusive cover pinned by the co-creator of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Kevin Eastman. And so there is kind of like a special edition of that first 1984 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic book inside of this. But I mean, check out this box. This box is beautiful. You got that art wrapping all the way around the box. I mean, I just, this box is amazing. So I don't even want to get rid of this box. You know, I'm just totally gonna keep it. There's kind of like the original portrait of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all black and white, and of course, you know, their bandanas are kept in red, really nice. And of course, you still got that art continuing on to the side. So I mean, overall, here is the top part of it. I mean, this box, I mean, they knocked it out of the park. This is really sick looking. So let's go ahead, open up this box, and check out this figure. Alright guys, so here it is. It's out of the box. And so right out, you get this kind of like a tray, this plastic tray, and then there's like a cardboard cutout here that's holding the tray, and then you can see the comic back there. Now I would say, if you are planning on getting this, just have your pair of scissors ready, because each individual figure is like totally secured inside this tray, but which is good, but it's just, there's a lot of ties, so it's just, you know, you're trying to get these figures out and everything like that. So this is the way it comes out of the box. So you, like I said, you have this plastic tray where all the figures are at, and I'll put that guy down right there. And then here on the back side, you have your comic. Now mine was kind of like popping out a little bit, like it wasn't really fully secured, but this is the way the comic comes. It's just kind of secured by the corners of the comic, and you could kind of just pull it out. It's not wrapped or anything like that. The comic actually has some good weight. And so there it is. There's the you know, the art that's you know, pinned by Kevin Eastman. There it is. It's just your kind of like your basic regular modern comic book. So just the way the style was written back in the day. Really beautiful art. I mean, this is really nice. So so you do get this nice comic with it, and you know, it looks really good displayed all together in the box. So I'm just gonna put this off to the side, and then let's go ahead and check out these figures. Alright, so there's all four turtles. Now, these guys are very interesting when it comes to their articulation. So, let me just show you, for instance, Donatello here. So, there you go. You have his bow, and there's the detail of it. So, it just has like kind of like that sketched kind of like app to it, you know, on the actual, you know, accessory, which is really cool. So it looks like it's just like it got etched out, you know, by pencil, and then it just came back, or just came to life. So really cool. So let me show you this guy here. So very interesting. They have it's not really so much of a swivel on the head. They kind of have like a tilt, so they could tilt down, they could tilt up, but not really a swivel. The arms are kind of like on a ball joint, so they do rotate, and then they do have kind of like a joint where they could go in and out. Now at the elbow here, the elbow more at the lower part actually swivels, and then it has the one joint there. But at the hands, there is no joint, so you can't really manipulate the hand. There's no wrist joint or, you know, rotation there. Again, with the legs here, you know, they're on the ball joint there. They kind of just swivel around, and then you can move them in and out. And then the legs are, you know, again, the same thing. You could kind of swivel, and then they could kind of pivot back and forth. But that is it, which is interesting because I don't know if it's meant to do that on purpose. So like it gives them kind of like that comic book kind of like illustration when you're posing these figures, and I think it's really unique. I'm really digging the sketching of these guys because it just looks so raw, like just straight out of a pencil and pen. So here's the back side, and you can see more etching. You can see a little bit details on their head there. The bandana's done really nice, and then of course, you know, the shell, excuse me. You know, there's some smudge going on, so really cool. And then of course, I'm guessing that back in the comics they had their tails actually exposed there, so you can see a little bit of their tails. But really cool. I mean, it looks like, you know, somebody just got a pen and just kind of darkened up the mouthpiece right here, and it's really cool because you could see details of the actual teeth there. So really nice. I mean, these guys are really cool. So here's Rafael, really cool looking. I mean, this is really neat, and I don't know if they're all the same when it comes to now. They're not, see, so that's very interesting. So actually they're sketched out a little bit different, so they're not all the same when it comes to the sketching on their body. Of course, you know, Rafael has kind of like a more elongated neck, which is really cool. Let's check out Michelangelo here. So Michelangelo has a little bit more dark on the front of his shell, which is really cool. Really interesting. I love the nunchucks there. It's all one solid piece, so they really don't move, they just kind of stay that way. But I mean, overall, like displaying these guys, they look really cool. I will say the only one complaint I'm worried about is that the legs, the limbs are a little bit too loose. So I mean, so far there's no issues, just kind of like having them stand there. So, but that is one thing I have noticed coming right out of the box, that, you know, maybe it's just my set that's just a little bit loose, but I don't know. But look at that. I mean, the swords are done really nice. He's got more detail there on his face. You can actually see his teeth there. Really cool. Really cool. And he's got way darker shading on his shell. So I mean, these guys, you know, they're not that big actually, so that is really nice. Here, of course, I do have my favorite turtle, the NECA, you know, 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. And so compared to that guy, you know, I'll put Rafael next to the other Rafael, and I mean, like, he's pretty much like, they're probably like about, you know, 3 inches. So I mean, not too bad, but really cool figures. I mean, these guys look really interesting, and I think they're gonna look really good with the other set of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. This is a Walmart exclusive. It just came on sale online yesterday, and then they offer 1-day shipping, so I literally just got this today. So really cool, and I don't think they're gonna show up at an actual brick and mortar store until like later on this month. But I was like, hey, you know what, why, I'll just order online just to make it a lot easier. And they offer 1-day shipping, so not a bad deal. But that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to show you that, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.